Good morning. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I am back on mimas. In case you didn't know, there was a lot of changes in the patch yesterday. I'll go over a few of those. I'm not going to go over all of them because they said the patch before that was the big patch. I think this one was the big patch too. Kind of equal. But anyway, I did update my rocket code because I want to go here, and I realized I don't have discovery set to automatic. So now if I could show you this real quick. It was like 4 lines of code. So I came down here where I checked the scanning, and discovery is mode 4 on the avionics. So I turn the scanners on. I load how much it discovered, and I think 100 is going to be 1 in float. We'll find out. If 1,000 is 10, then 100 should be 1. Using my math, which could be easily incorrect. So if it's less than 100%, this is going to loop until it's 100%. And that shouldn't take long at all. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this by setting this. I'm not going to hang around here and watch it. You'll hear it launch automatically. But everything should be set to go. 50 megapascals. Oh, I did make one other change, because if you look, now with all the stuff I got running, this battery never quite charges to 3600 because there's a couple things running. I'm using 70 power. Oh, excuse me. So I did change this number, I think to 0.9 or something like that. The charge setting, battery, I changed it to 0.99. I could make that a little lower, but I tried to, it did go up and work 3 times in a row without any problems. The last time when I tried to launch it, this never reached 1 because of that extra charge. So I had to lower that to 99. We'll see if that works, but I'm going to switch this to mode 3 because I added mode 3, which is that location, which is just 112. So that was kind of easy. Pretty sure I added that. Let me double check. Pretty sure it should be in here. Dial 3. Yep. Dial 3 destination 112. I don't think I need that 0. I'm going to take that out. I don't know why I put that 0 in there. Glad I checked. That might have been an issue. Probably not, though. Alright. So set this to 3, and then we're going to go over and check a couple other things. And this should launch on its own pretty quickly. This is one of the changes. You could put plastic around a steel frame and paint it. I like the texture. That looks pretty cool. They also improved the showers where you can get to 150% if you take, there it goes already. 150% on hygiene, which I also like. I left this guy here. Wow, he's been sitting here for a while. This is one of the new things that I really like. I've already loaded. This is a portable gas connector. There's no pipes or anything. So I already bought from this guy. I should let him go. Oxygen. And I bought 40 units, and it was a huge amount. I don't think I have anything in this tank, do I? Yeah, I do. Probably CO2. Yeah. So he doesn't buy CO2, unfortunately. I don't believe. But I have tons of volatiles and tons of CO2. So I bought his, boy, my air tank's low already. I bought his, out his oxygen because I just wanted to test that, and it worked perfectly. So this is pretty cool. If you have extra gas or you need gas, you can now bring a portable tank over to this and buy it. And they changed the trader where there's 2 more unique traders. By the way, they broke that mod I was using, the Traders Reimagined mod, so I had to get rid of that. It's just the way it is, I guess. So let me go take care of my oxygen. I could show you a couple things. Oh, I finally updated my airlock. It's finally automated. It took me till day 143. Now, this got changed. I don't know why. This was at 1 after the update. Not sure why that happened. I did get 2 chickens from trading before the trading mod got changed. I think it's cold. Why is it cold? Well, I don't want it to hatch. But I got 2 chickens. I don't need any more. I got 11 soybeans left, so I better throw some more food in here. I'll put this eggs in here. Let's take these soybeans and throw them in there. And these are 40. That's plenty of food for them. There we go. Other change I made, I now have 6 LaRes working automatically, keeping all my food. I don't have to go in here at all, thank goodness, because it's a pretty tight fit. So I replanted these, and I do have some seeds, so all I do, just to keep my oxygen fresh. These make pretty good oxygen, and then I just let them sit. So there's no LaRes above those. I got 3 on either side, and they're just buzzing away. That one needs to be restarted. Sometimes when you load the game, you do have to wake these up. And I guess there's a code I can put in to error check it. I'm not sure why that happens sometimes, but I should have enough air now. This may be the last video on this series. Yeah, I got 4 megapaskals. Only because I'm anxious to restart now and put some of these other new things they did to work. Oh, I'm good. Well, let's see if this is working. I'm there, and it's discovering. So, now I think, is it discovering or surveying now? Looks like it's discovering. So I may have to change that number. 100%. So it's got 9 things to discover. So actually, that's pretty good. It's not changing at this point. How does it know it's not 100% discovered, though? So I may have to look into that. It's discovering it now. There's 2 of them. It's a good question. Good question. How do I know when it's done discovering? I'll have to look into that. See how it follows up. But, like I said, it did 3 automatic mining missions. I wore out my heads pretty much here. 72 and 68%. And I've got tons of everything. 120 kilomoles, 146 kilomoles, and 103 kilomoles. So I don't need to do any more ice. So I just wanted to test mining a ore area and see what I get. But like I said, I might move on to another base after this one. I have plenty of power. This is pretty much complete. It's not very pretty. You can leave now. Sorry about that. Turn this off. Turn that off. I guess. Is he leaving? I should have told him to leave. There it goes. I thought if you hit that button, it told him to leave. I wonder if they... Oh, it's leaving without him. So they kind of broke trading. He's like, wait! Oh, they just warped. They beamed him up. That's too funny. I may have to put that in the bug report. Oh my. Well, that was pretty cool to catch on video. So there isn't much more to show here. The next base I'm going to do, I'm going to try and... I always say this, but my bases get so mechanical, I guess. You know, stuff everywhere. And, you know, functional, but probably more realistic than some of these other bases. If they go to Mars, they're not going to, you know, lay out some of the things like Cows Are Evil does. I mean, it's nice in the game, but, you know, it's going to change to more functionality than anything else. I'm wondering if this is just going to keep going. I'm curious what happens when this reaches 9. And how do I know what discovery is? I can't get that percentage. I can't click on this and see what it is. It doesn't have a number up here. Total survey points. Okay, so sites discovered. Maybe I could use it to read sites discovered. If that's 9, then I know it's done because it has a 9 every time. I'm wondering if this is going to automatically switch. Or if I'm going to have to manually switch it, and what happens if I manually switch it. Sites discovered. So, yeah, I might have to read sites discovered and change that to 9. But that'll be I'll update that if I have to. I could wait, and I've only got one more. Yeah, see, now it's kind of glitched out. Maybe if I manually click survey, it's idle. Yeah, so I have to change that to sites discovered. Not a big deal, I'll fix that. It's not going to work if I pull this out, because it's going to restart, but maybe it will work. Let's find out. Put that in there. Let's see if sites discovered is an actual number I can read here. Discovered sites. Okay. Sites, S-I-T-E-S. It is not. Sites discovered. Sites discovered. E-D. Nope. Okay, what variable do I need here? Survey new points. Charted nav points? I bet you that's it. I bet you that's it. Charted nav points. Sites. Oh, sites. Yep, that's it. I need sites. There we go. Let's try that and see what happens when I interrupt the program in the middle here. Export. Let's see if this really freaks out the rocket. It's there. Yeah, it didn't like that very much. Because it's not totally fueled. So I'll have to finish that one manually, which I can do. So I'll just turn that off. Go to location and manually. I think I can do it manually. Should be able to. Rocket map. It's there. Location. It won't let me change it. I locked myself out. So, can I bring the rocket home? I should be able to. Let's see if I can manually set the destination. Set destination. And turn them off. Turn on the pressurized engine. Okay, so it's coming back. So you can manually take it over. That's fine. And then So that's what it's going to be. Sites discovered. Sites is going to have to be 9. It's less than 9. There we go. That should fix that issue. Export. Go in here. Library. Uh-oh. Every time they do it, there it comes. Let's overwrite that and republish that. Updated. Okay, so that is on the workshop now. Should work fine from now on. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. May go with this fuel system actually more often now because I kind of like it. You get free power. Well, not free. I mean, you have to set up a greenhouse and have this work, but you get power. What is this doing? That's a bit confused. I'll have to check that one out. Every time they do an update this big, things kind of get a little wacky. By the way, I'm eating bread, and that's a big improvement over soup. I was hungry. So what is going on with this one? Yeah, it's a bit confused. Oh, I'll check that out later. So, whenever you have a base going and they do an update, you have to really kind of look everything over and make sure they didn't give you a glitch. But like I said, I'm pretty much done with this base anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. But I'm going to be more elaborate, I think. But there you go. Maybe also gamer, let me know what you think. I do like chickens. I like the free eggs. And they're really easy to maintain. And I guess they live forever. They don't get old. Alright, I'll talk to you later.